finishing solutions for the surface treatment various types of materials. But it is coating series, roller coating series. Into a shape under high pressure and high temperature. So here is firstly I will show you. That means firstly we need to take the laying paper from the conveying workbench, then need to be put in here, and then we need to use the automatic loading system. That means we have to take the board from that place and it will be gone inside the dust cleaner and then it will be clean. Thank you. Yes, this is our automatic loading system, the board. Here we can load the board automatically up and then it will be gonna inside the, then it will be clean. After that need to be put the board on the feeding table in here and then again need to be put the laying paper on and then it will be gonna the hot press machine. This hot press machine are using inside is too much temperature like that 185 to 190 degrees Celsius. After press that board by this machine, it will be totally attached with this board with laying paper and then it will be gonna by the outfeeding table. That means after complete that work need to be put like this way and then we can use the, this one is near about 2800 tons, but also we can use for the machine is 4700 tons also. And then this is the conveyor and this is the trimming machine. We can cut our 8 edges trimming machine, we can say that. That is the most important for the trimming function. And then this is the conveying workbench. This way board will go to inside the double-sided dust cleaner. Double-sided dust cleaner, in this way we can clean the board properly. And there is the mold temperature control machine. We can control the temperature by this machine and inside temperature is near about 220 to 240 degrees Celsius. And then and this is our pan cooling table. That means after using hot press machine, board will be too much hot. So if we don't have cooling system, that board will be scarce. That's why we have to use the panel cooling table. And after using it, board will be get the warm temperature. That's why we have to use that panel cooling table. And this is the conveyor with flipping. That means after coming this board this way, that time needs to be set up that the conveyor. And this is our automatic unloading system. And upside you can see, upside we can set that automatic unloading gantry. And we can set that here is the manual trolley After put that board, we can take off from here. Okay, we can go this way. Okay, this is our second workshop. We can manufacture it in here, roller coating production line and also laminating production. Look in this side, from my right side is making the roller coating production line, right, that roller coating machines, and also my left side are making the laminating production line, like that gluing machines. Come. And look, this is our machine body structure. It constructed by 18 millimeter thickness steel plate, ensuring stability and firmness. Come. And also my right side are making a lot of quality gluing machine that are using for the single roller gluing machine and also double roller gluing machine. It depends on the customer requirements. Come. You know, Before I told you, we have an integrated coating and finishing solutions for the surface treatment of various kinds of materials. But it covers many series such as roller series, laminating series, wrapping series, and also excimer series. And now I am telling you the reciprocating spraying painting series. First, here is the positioning scanning the board. That means when you put the board, that machine is automatically scanning that board. And that machine will understood the proper position of that board. And then this is the reciprocating spraying machine. Look at the side. Inside have 8 guns. It depends on the customer. We can use different brands like that Italy, Germany, France. And also we need to know which purpose we can use that kind of machines. Actually, our expertise extends various sectors including furniture, flooring, cabinets, wardrobes, doors, trim, and encompassing a range of products such as doors, solid wood composite doors, and so we can use that type of purpose in this machine. And we have to use the paint. So what type of paint we can use it? We can use it for this machine, UV paint, water-based UV paint, and also PU paint or polyurethane paint. Yes. And also if we want to use low speed, so its minimum is 10 to 30 millimeter, and if we want to use the woodworking area, so it depends on the customer requirement, but we can use 30 to 80 millimeter, and also meter per minute. And if we want to use the high speed, so we can use for the 100 to 120 meter per minute. And here it shows that the gluing machine, UV painting machines we can use for the Germany brand and also France brand. And this is the IR heating or infrared leveling heating oven. This most important thing for the spraying painting machine that have 3 functions. First, leveling, drying, and heating. And also inside have 12 lamps. Each lamp power is 1.5 kilowatt. That means in totally 18 kilowatt. Come. And this is the air jet oven machine. Said that one is the belt conveyor. And here is the machine. Here is the function of we can get for the soft touch like the matte and super matte. 12 meter like that, 6 and 6. And finally, after complete that steps, we have to must be curing, and then we have 6 lamps UV curing. I'm showing you that. After finish that work, finally we can get the perfect painting board in here. And then now I will show you the roller cut inert coating production line. Firstly, here we can use the double roller, and also it roller working as a forward and reverse. And we can say that is the alignment board is coming here. Then we can get the alignment like that machine can get the alignment. And then this is the transfer printing machine. So firstly, we can say that what is the transfer printing machine? Like that when board is coming like this way. So here is, could you please show in upside? So we need to put the surface on the board. That means that surface need to be transferred from the film on the board. That is the transfer printing we can say. And this is the 2 lamp UV curing. After finish that part also must be need to be the cure. So no need too much fully curing. We can we need to be half cured. And this is a adhesive primer. We can set that the adhesive primer for the inert coating. And finally inert coater machine. After that process we have to use that inert coater. That means we can get from here like that matte, super matte and also high gloss. It depends on the customer, and then if the customer want to wood grain or stone grain, everything is possible by that machines. And finally, after finish that the inert coater stage, we have to use the 3 lamp UV curing for the fully cured. And after finish that work, we can get easily like that type of board. And also it depends on customer and also inert coater. Yes, and also that one. So we can get easily the soft touch, matte, super matte, high gloss, and wood grain and stone grain is possible. It depends on the customer requirements. So everything is possible by the inert coater machine. And today now I am telling you the PUR laminating production line. Actually, what is the process? Primarily involves the application of pure glue onto the substrate by the decorative materials on top, and also typically in size in 4x8 and 4x9 feet. But firstly, before starting the work, we need to clean the board by the dust. This is the dust cleaner. We can clean the board by the dust cleaner. Please come. And also this is the air blower, you can say that. And this is the preheating machine with a warm temperature, so of course need to. And then this is the most important thing for the PUR laminating machine, because the gluing machine, and inside always we have to use the PUR glue, and we cannot use another type of glue. And this is the sheet feeding station. Actually it depends on the material, decorative materials. If I want to use the roll material, so that time no need to use the sheet feeding station. But when we need to use the sheet like that acrylic, metal plate and HPL, that time we have to use the sheet feeding station. And this is the laminating system. Yes. So what type of product we can laminate? Finally, we can use for the roll material as a PET, PETZ, ZAZ, CPL, PVC, PP, but mostly suitable for the PVC, paper, leather, paper, aluminum foil is the suitable for this machine. And finally, we can get that board. This is top side is the PVC and board is the MDF. If the customer want to use loading system, it depends on the customer requirement. But and also we need to use the cutting system. It we can here, not only that, but if we want to use the manually, so it will cut by the step. But if we want to cut the automatic system, so we have to add the short cycle trimming machine and also long side trimming. And now I am telling you about the roller coating production line. This is the putty or primer, and this is the also single roller. After putty and primer, of course we have to use the single roller machine. And then we can use the 3 lamp UV curing. If we want to increase or decrease the temperature, we can do that by this machine. Also, this is the preheating machine, before I told you. And 2 lamp UV curing, first one, second one is the mercury. And this is the nitrogen excimer machine, too much important for the smoothness. If we want to get the more smoothness, that time we can use the nitrogen excimer machine, and that machine have 172 nanometer. We machine. And this is our digital printing machine, like that. If we want to set up any type of picture on the board, so we can use that digital printing machine. Okay, come. Now I am telling you the curtain coating. Firstly, I need to show you something like that. This is the board, and look like it's too much beautiful. So if you have any questions, how can we make this board? This is the most important thing for the curtain coating. So firstly, we need to get the curtain coating. Before, we have to do some procedures like that. Firstly, we have to do that the dust cleaning, then sanding, then again put a plus primer, then UV, again sanding and white primer, and also we can use that white primer. Then we have to do that. For that good type of picture, we have to use the digital printing machine for that pictures, and then we can get the curtain coating from that machines. Look. And then finally we have to cure it by the 3 lamp UV curing, and then we can get that type of board easily. Yes. Okay, come. Yes. Now I am telling you the wrapping production line. Wrapping production line, actually what kind of product we can do that? We can use for the MDF board, particle board. Additionally, PVC, SPC, WPC, aluminum plastic board also. And then which purpose we can use it? We can use it the door and also window, door frames, door leaves, and wall panels, like that. We can use for the wall panels, card strip, trim, and waist line card strips, like this. And we can use for one as a adhesive, affinity as in coating size. We can use for the increasing the adhesive. And here is the air shaft for the roll, and we are using in here too, because if one is finished and need to be hurry, that time we can use another one. But if you want to use only for one, so that time you have to sense properly, so time needed. So if you don't have enough time that time, so you can use that two air shaft for the changing the roll. and this is the gluing machine. We can use three type of gluing machine like that: AD20, AD35, and D50. Okay. And my behind side, left side, and right side, here it shows that many kind of machines are manufactured. Look like here is the manufacturing is the curing. Look. Left side are making the UV curing for our binder production line. Said that is the UV curing manufacturing zone. This is our company third workshop, third floor, and after finish that machines, we need to take up in here for the test. And firstly, we need to set up step by step in our machines like that need to be ready for the production line, and then we can prepare for the test. So in this floor, we can ready for the test. Before I said to you, we have famous two brands. First one is the Purete and another one is the Hot. And now I am showing you the Hot brand. Look. This is the different type of machine, because if we want the smoothness from the board, so of course we have to use the sanding machine, and also it's need to be clean after the sanding. So this is the sanding machine, and this is the roller conveyor, and this is the double-sided dust cleaner with air blowing, and this is the preheating machine. If the board temperature is not perfect, so of course we have to use the preheating machine for getting the warm temperature. And then this is the gluing machine. Finish that process, we have to put the glue on the board. That's why we have to use the gluing machine. And here is one thing, this is the ceramic roller. We can use another type of roller. It depends on the customer, because if we want to get the smoothness, so of course we have to use the ceramic roller, because it works for the smoothness. And this is the sheet feeding station. Before I told you, if we have to use the sheet like that, acrylic, SPL, and also metal plate, so of course we have to use the sheet feeding station. But if we don't need to use the sheet, so no need to use the sheet feeding station. It depends on the customer requirement. So if we don't need to use the sheet, so that time we can use the material like that, PET, PETZ, ZAZ, CPL, PVC, PP paper leather, like that type of roll we can use for that machines. Yes. And then, and if the customer want gantry for the using, it's possible. And this is the laminating machine. After finish that procedure, we can laminate by this machine. And this is the short side trimming machine, long side trimming machine. And this is our short side trimming machine. We can cut the short side by this machine too. And this is the flipping machine. If we need to alter the board, that time we have to use the flipping machine. And finally, this is our automatic unloading system. After finish that all procedure, then need to be unload. So that time we can use the unloading system. if the customer want to manually, so it can be possible. But if the customer wants to use the automatic unloading system, everything is possible. So that is the automatic unloading system. And this is our new production line. Firstly, before starting any production line or any kind of product, that's why we are using the dust cleaner with air blower. And this is the putty plus primer we can use for the peeling a little hole and pores. After that, we can use the two lamp UV viewing. First one and second one is the mercury. And this is the belt conveyor. And this is our new machines for the this is, we can print any type of picture by this machine. And here is the monitoring system. You can monitoring by the computer easily. This is the forward and reverse roller. When the customer needs or when we need to use a more paint, so that time we have to use the forward and reverse roller. And again we have to use the two lamp UV coding. First one is the gallium and second the mercury lamp. Then again forward and reverse roller, two lamp UV coding. First one is the gallium and second one is the mercury. And then again we have to use the digital printing machine for printer the picture, UV inkjet printing printer. And this is the single roller. And finally 3 lamp UV curing, we are using it because of fully cure. And then unloading, manual unloading, we can do that, or if you want to the unloading system for the automatic, we can use it. Okay, come. Now you can describe the hanging. Maybe, right? This. Before I told you, after ready that machine we have to test. That time we need to put inside in here, and after that ready all things, testing the machine before shift. So here is the air blowing, we can clean the dust from the board, and this is the preheating. If the board temperature is not perfect, that time we need to get the warm temperature, so we can use the preheating machine. Of course need to be use the preheating machine because the and also need to be analyze the weather temperature. This one is also the dust cleaner. This is the changing rack or changing gantry, we can say that, for changing the roll, because the roll weight is too high, so it's not possible to sense manually and it's too much timetable. So that's why we have to use that type of rack. And this is the another production line. Here is the automatic loading system. A different type of section have. And this is the dust cleaner. You can clean the dust from the board, because every production, any kind of board, before work we need to clean first. That's why we can use the dust cleaner with air blower. And also this is the preheating machine. And this is the gluing machine again. Yes, before I told you, ceramic roller uses depends on the customer. If the customer want to get the too much smoothness, of course need to be use the ceramic roller. And this is the sheet feeding station. Before I give you the explanation, and this is the also laminating machine. We can laminate any type of sheet and also roll. But if the customer want to use the sheet, before need to be use the sheet station. But if the customer want to use only for the roll, so no need to use the sheet feeding station. And finally we get the automatic unloading system here. Only one have maybe hanging. Okay. Hmm? So firstly, I told you this is Rahman. So if you are interested about our machines and production lines, please come to visit our factory and like, share and follow me. I'm here to serve you at Purete. Bye bye.
Big mistake. ভুল বলছে